I don't write nothing down, so I'll keep this short and sweet. You're weak, you're out of control, and you're becoming an embarrassment to yourself and everybody else around you. Steve Thomson, welcome back. What on earth did we just watch?
Where the hell do you even start with that? That was awful. I decided quite late on to actually buy it on iFollow. I wasn't going to because I thought they pissed me off so much, and I actually caved and bought it. And I really wish I hadn't, because that was just terrible.
Absolute disgrace. It's disgusting. Not disgraceful. Disgusting. Disgusting performance. Paul Chapman, oh dear. Josh Russell, shit, and more shit. David Hughes, that's £10 saved, and I'm going to the pub. Sticky, told you 3-1 to the Dons. Big skip at Portman Road. Simon Wall, the sooner this shower of shit goes, the better. It's so hard being a Town fan at the moment. I don't know if the games, the defence was sorted. Holy flapping well, do you know what? A flap might be useful, Simon. He was rooted to that line for the first goal like he was a tree, Steve. Absolute tree.
Oh, how many times have we seen that as well? Something where he could dive and he could go for it, and he's just stayed rooted to the spot. It's one of the first positions I'd look at in the summer. Definitely a goalkeeper, because that was awful.
Woeful.
Your goalkeeper's 25 feet tall. He should be able to get that. But
the guy's headed it from the 4-yard line. Like, just come and punch it, man. Yeah. Ivan, I said 2-0, poor time for a complete change, but who's good enough? No one on our bench can resurrect this. Jacob Farrow. So everyone's saying Cook should leave. Give your head a massive while and carry on drinking your fruit shoot. My question to that is, and Steve, you can answer this as I find some more comments, and there's loads of them. Appreciate the comments, guys. We've gone backwards. Tell me when the last time you saw such an inept losing performance under the man that shan't be mentioned.
I'm struggling. This is the worst performance I've seen for a long time.
This is worse than anything I've ever seen under Paul Lambert. We drew 0-0 with Northampton. That looks like a masterclass right now. About now. That's
the one that sprung to my mind, because that was an awful game against such a woeful team. This is awful. I'm struggling to think of anything I've seen that's worse.
I think Mark Steed is probably searching down the back of the sofa, trying to find the receipt and get Marcus back on a blower. Marcus, I've changed my mind, Marcus. Yeah. I want my money back.
You can have it back. I'm not doing this.
I want my money back. Neil, welcome in. How was Roadkill, first of all?
Well, we witnessed Roadkill, didn't we?
We just saw it, didn't we? Live in a full... Oh, talk to me. Terry English says, do you remember the time we said to ourselves we had an easy run in? Yeah, it was easy, just for the opposition. Neil, what did you make of that first 45?
Terrible.
Neil's in shock, Steve. Look, he's in absolute shell shock. It's like he's witnessed something absolutely atrocious. Blue Soap says, cheer up, Neil. I just see tweets, insert that Neil clip. Yeah, I think we're going to need it at some point. Andrew Mann, we have gone backwards. If they don't want to play for Paul Lambert, I can't see any improvement. Paul Cook has lost already. Yeah, Neil, the question is, have we gone backwards since Paul Lambert left us?
The performance has disappeared.
We've got to say it. It's not a dirty word to say. Ipswich Town has gone backwards under Paul Cook. That's not a dirty word. That is the truth. The truth will set you free, Mr. Mowles.
Usually you get a manager bounce or something like that.
Yeah, if you want to dig... Yeah, but we barely had it under Lambert, and it never actually happened under Cook. But if you want to dig deep, what has actually improved since he's been here?
If I say such things, I'm in trouble, because I was obviously a big Lambert fanboy. If I say such things, I'm in trouble. But it's true. Look, what I see in front of me is a manager trying to saw a piece of wood with a screwdriver. You want to get a job done, but you have to abandon. I don't even know what I'm seeing anymore. Like, we're getting played off the park by AFC Wimbledon.
I'm still a big fan of Paul Cook. I still think Cook is the right man. Whether he's going to want to stick around now, whether he says, you know what, sod this. I didn't sign up for this crap. But the players, there's just no fight.
Dinosaur Sheep says don't blame Paul Cook. He picked that team today. He picked the football management formation that no one before the game had a clue what we were trying to accomplish. He's brought Josh Harrop out. I've been calling for Josh Harrop, but he's brought him out of the cold. Dropped Andre after weeks.
Was that actually a red card? Because it looked like he catch the player's far leg? Because to me, it looked like he slid in front of him. And the player went over while he was on ground. The player went over him. He must have caught him somehow, but was it a red?
I think it was a yellow.
I don't give a fuck what it was, quite frankly, but it feels like we're playing with 9 men with certain people still on the pitch. It's an uphill battle. We're not going to get back in the game. I'm not going to ask that question today like I normally do because that's just stupid. And I've already embarrassed myself once on social media today. I'm not going to do it again. Joe, I put too much faith in this team.
There's only one player on that pitch who I thought has had a relatively decent game for Ipswich, and that's Downs. The rest of them, I mean, Norwood's trying to make stuff happen. Drinnan's been missing. Norwood is trying. Edwards has been absolutely awful. He's lost and given the ball away how many times? NCR has been terrible.
I was going to say Wolfenden has been absolutely woeful.
Wolfenden's not been.
Because he's playing right back. He's a centre half all day. Like Brennan Woolley says to close that first half. You can't question Luke Chambers' love for the football club. If only we had more people like that. No, I don't want more love for the football club. I want quality for the football club. Fuck your love. I'll love it. You play for it. That's the deal.
I mean, if you love the football club, fair enough. But play like you love the football club.
I'll love it. You'll love it. Neil will love it. The chat will love it. You're paid to play, not love it. Not love it. That's my job. It's really hurting this because it's AFC.
I think love is a strong word, Martin.
Well, I'm just going what the commentator said. He's saying these things, and I'm thinking I don't need more love for the football club. I just want someone to put the fucking ball in there. Lloyd Gladney, if you love the football club, join us in the terraces. Absolutely spot on. Mike Brown, clueless champions from F along with 9% of the squad. Cruncher says, "What have I missed? You've missed an absolute masterclass from AFC Wimbledon." Stiggy,
they look brilliant, don't they? They're front three.
Really do.
George Nunn, forget this season. We did that in the Championship when we clapped Paul Lambert and Stuart Taylor off, and we all said, "Oh, it'll be better next year." Like, we can't ignore this body of work. I'm not having this leave people alone. I'm not ignoring this body of work. Like, Sam Allardyce is getting pelted from the West Brom fans or people who don't support West Brom, just in general, because of certain things. Like, you can't say you've had 10 games, 12 games, 8 games, and you've only won 2 or whatever it will be come into the season, and just say that doesn't matter. That doesn't count.
It's tricky because the players he's got, obviously, they're not his ideal players. You can see that. But at the end of the day, he's had
no one's ideal players.
Well, yeah, that's rejects for everyone. But he's inherited this squad. But after so much time now in charge of them and taking them for training week in, week out, I expected more progress than this. But there's just no fight or desire.
He follows it up. Same comment. Who would you realistically want in the summer rebuild than Cook? Well,
I think it would be ridiculous not to have Cook do it, because this would be
George,
the most.
I'm reading it. Calm down. I'm reading it. Go on, Neil.
Well, this short amount of time. This is his 10th game in charge. That's a pathetic amount of time to give a manager, even if we have gone backwards and we are absolutely terrible.
No, you don't. He came on the back. Okay, we'll pick that up at full time. It's a good point. It's a good point. I'll listen to it back and we'll pick it up at full time. Chris Blake, there will be a point we have to look at Cook too. Daryl on Twitter said something which I thought was quite good, and I'm just going to try and quickly find it. It was about next season. Funnily enough, here it is. Question about Cook: is he the right man to set this club up? It's, can he handle the level of player that could potentially be brought in? Will the new squad be a higher level than his coaching abilities? It's a fair question to pick up at the full-time show, but they are back out, sadly, so we do have to go back to it. I don't want to go back
but mine, if we had the whole of that Wimbledon team here at Ipswich, Would you say all of them players are a higher caliber than what Cook could manage? I'm saying no.
But the thing,
he is well in his right to manage that bunch of players, and they are better than what we have. They have just made us look ridiculous.
They can't be better than what we've got. I mean, it's Wolfenden.
Well, what does 2-0 and a red card tell you?
I don't know what he's done at half time, but Wolfenden's high up the pitch. Look, it's a question to be asked at full time. You've got Mike Ashton, CEO. You've got Paul Cook. You've got this shower of absolute dog shite. There's so much to unpack because Banter FC, I thought, was going away. Apparently, it's not going away. Apparently, Banter FC is here to stay for a little bit longer, ladies and gentlemen. But we'll pick it up at full time. Live link as always. Appreciate you all. I'm sorry to George for not reading out his full comment at the same time. I just wanted to break it into two, but I do apologise, George. But yeah, we're back at. Sadly, I've got to let you all go back to 45 minutes of Ipswich Town Football Club. Yay. Don't hate me.